Where does he go next? I think he's going to take the last dime on the table because he got underpaid in that last Bruins deal. Did a team-friendly deal, played it out, and now this is obviously his last chance, real chance. And he bet on himself and won big. I thought the Bruins were nuts to offer him 3 times 6. I thought that was too much. I thought he was nuts to ask for 3 times 7s. 3 times 7, I thought there was no way he was going to get that. Now he's probably going to get 3 times 8. So good for him. He wins. Where does he go next? I was reading Steve Conroy in the Boston Herald yesterday. He writes, the Panthers may have a little bit of an advantage to re-sign him with the no state tax benefit. Yeah, so if Toronto offers him 3 times 8, the Panthers could offer him 3 times 775, just making that number up, and it would net out to be the same thing. Okay, so a little bit of a benefit, but GM Bill Zito could also offer him a 4th year to keep the cap hit down. But the Panthers also have to sign Sam Bennett and Aaron Ekblad, both higher priorities considering their age. And with approximately $19 million in cap space, it would be tough to get all 3 signed. So the Panthers have the best team in hockey, and they still have almost $20 million in cap space.
Yep, that's right.
And they stupidly, grossly overpay their goalie. So that feels like pretty good roster management there. But, okay, so Ekblad, Bennett, Marchand. I figure Bennett's going to be...
They're gonna pay for Bennett.
And I think Bennett in one of... someone sent me something. In one of the drunken... you get all these great drunken clips of the Panthers, rolling through Fort Lauderdale and Miami and the nightclubs and the wet T-shirt bars in Fort Lauderdale Beach and all this. But one of them, Bennett said he's returning.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that was just the
booze talking
or whatever.
Yeah,
like
right.
These guys have been like 48 hours straight. Can you imagine what they're on?
Whatever could it be?
I mean, I can. I can imagine a few things. But to get him, he might be $10 million a year. So he might be 10. Ekblad, I don't know, 8. Marchand, 8. So that equals 26. Let's just say those 3 players are going to cost them 25 a year, and they only have 19. If you're Florida, what do you do?
Oh, it's easy. Ekblad and Bennett.
Yeah, I'm with Matt on that. I mean, he was a really good fit there, but
you guys are missing the real answer.
Well,
you trade the goalie?
Trade the goalie.
Oh, okay.
Trade the goalie. Go from Bobrovsky makes $10 million a year. He's
what's their backup situation?
So I was just going to add, they just traded Spencer Knight, right? Majority, who'd they trade him to? The BC kid.
Chicago for Seth Jones.
Oh, yeah, that was a Seth Jones trade. So I don't know who their backup is, but one way I would get there is Bobrovsky, who's, I think, turning 38 this offseason, has 1 year left on his contract, $10 million. He's the second highest paid goalie in the league on AAV. I don't count Carey Price. I trade the goalie and get money back there and keep Marchand, Bennett, and Ekblad and go with replacement level goalie. That's what I would do.
Aren't these 2 Felger takes colliding, though, because you don't believe in paying the goalie?
I don't.
But you also have said that Marchand is, one of the 9 or 10 best players on that team. So why would you overpay for Brad Marchand?
You're right, I wouldn't. Except he does work there. I'll say that.
Oh, no doubt. He works there.
I mean,
but over the course of 3 years?
I mean, if I were the Bruins, I wouldn't pay him. If I were a team like the Utah Mammoth.
Yeah, Mammoth.
That's what they settled on?
Yeah.
Because that's who I heard, like, watch out for Utah. I think that's stupid. Like, if Brad Marchand's my on my first line, my team captain, first power, that kind of thing, like, no. If I'm Florida and he's on my third line, on my second power play, and he's like a piece, yeah, he works in that context.
Over the course of 3 years, though?
Listen, I'd rather pay Brad Marchand than a goalie. If I'm Florida. All I'm saying is Florida has some flexibility if they get out of the goalie contract. Because I just don't think Bobrovsky was central to them winning.
He'll be 37 in September. I didn't know he was that old.
He's 37. He's the last year of a deal, $10 million a year, second or third highest paid goalie in the league on AAV, depending on how you look at that. And I don't think they need him. So that's what I would do if I were Florida. Listen to this one from Conroy as well. He goes in and says the finals prove the value of goaltending, which, again, I think is debatable. But Edmonton, if they feel like they're a goaltender short, I don't blame them for feeling that way. So what do they do about it, he says? There will probably be speculation about a Jeremy Swayman trade to Edmonton until his no-move clause kicks in before the 26-27 season. One would think that Edmonton would make a call to the Bruins soon if they haven't already. But if I'm Don Sweeney, my ask starts at number 97.
McDavid?
Who wears number 97 in Edmonton?
Oh, come on.
And ends at number 29. Who's number 29 in Edmonton?
Draisaitl?
And unless some crazy and unforeseen thing happens, Edmonton is not giving up McDavid or Draisaitl.
That's insane.
Come on. That's ridiculous.
So the point being, the way I read that from Conroy is, I'm not trading it.
Is Steve okay? Love you, man. Known Steve a long time. Love you, mean it. You've got to be crazy to even...
Like, if you wanted to write out and make the case that, look, that McDavid's basically in his last year there, like, it's still nuts, but you at least could make a little case there. But no.
But you're not trading for Jeremy Swayman. You're trading for Jeremy Swayman for Connor McDavid to show that we're serious about fixing our problems in net because we've lost 2 Stanley Cups and we want to keep you because you are an unrestricted free agent. The way I interpret that, Mike, is the Bruins should never, under any circumstance, trade Jeremy Swayman because there's no way that Edmonton is offering those 2 players. So ask for the world because you know you're not getting it and you know you don't want to trade him, which to me is nuts. You should trade him there.
I just think
people overvalue what Jeremy Swayman is.
Oh, you think?
I mean, that's...
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, that's sort of the point of that take right there. We're going to ask for Connor McDavid or Draisaitl? How about the Bouchard kid? Again, they're offensive-minded defensemen. I know they're trying to build in back the Bruins are, and it's going to start with goals against, and Bouchard is not that kind of guy. He's an offensive defenseman, but he's only 25 years old. 67 points this past year. So, again, he's one of these offensive-minded defensemen who I like and have a place. He finished 11th in the Norris voting. Like, DJ mentioned that, I think, during the week. Would you trade Jeremy Swayman for a defenseman who scores almost a point a game?
Yes.
Yesterday, I would do that. So, no, if I'm the Bruins, I would not stop at Draisaitl and McDavid for Jeremy Swayman. I think that's going a little far in overvaluing.
You know what the move is?
Goaltender.
You get a first-round pick 2 years from now, and you bank on McDavid leaving and that franchise collapsing. That's the move right there.
A first-round pick back for Jeremy Swayman, no players involved? Yesterday. Do it yesterday. Just get out from underneath that contract.
I'll be with Mazz. I'll drive him there, the 40-hour ride.